Hello and welcome to Crypto Exposed. XRP initially lagged in 2017 but eventually outpaced Bitcoin with a 48,823% surge. Okay, let's get into this one. So I thought this would be a good topic to address because I know the XRP community are kind of up in arms at the moment with the current price action of XRP. Basically, there's a lot of hot momentum going on within the crypto market right now, and XRP is moving with that market, which is essentially what you do want to see. However, there are other cryptocurrencies that are just performing better than XRP, so a lot of people are getting very frustrated right now and starting to have doubts in what they have invested in, etc, etc. Now, the reason why I think this is a good topic to bring to your attention is because exactly what the headline says. In 2017, XRP was the last crypto to take off. However, it was the biggest surge out of all cryptos. XRP had the biggest blast off, but it took the longest time for it to occur, right? And I think that's a good thing for you guys to hear right now because, as the saying goes, history never repeats, but it does often rhyme. So it doesn't necessarily mean that XRP is going to be the last crypto to take off this time, and it doesn't mean that it's going to be the best performer this time either. However, if we do go by the past activity of XRP, then that is a very real possibility, okay? And we have to just accept that. And if that's the case, then we shouldn't really be too surprised with the current price action, right? Because that's exactly what we would expect to happen, judging by the past activities of XRP. It lags behind, it's not performing as well as other cryptos, and then it's the last one to take off, but it just absolutely takes off and destroys all the other cryptos, okay? And another thing that I wanted to bring to your guys' attention about this as well is, what you've got to understand is, we had a whole bull run that we basically missed out on an all-time high. XRP was the only top 10 cryptocurrency that didn't discover a new all-time high in the 2021 bull run, okay? And so what you've got to think with that is, in a way, XRP has really been suppressed, right? Because we all know the reason why that happened. We all know the very likely outcome as to why XRP did not meet a new all-time high, although all the other top 10 cryptocurrencies did, is because it was the only cryptocurrency that was going through a lawsuit from the SEC. So what you're going to think now is, XRP has been suppressed, right? And it's been held down. And I said this in a previous video, think of it like a catapult. Think of you just keep pulling it back, and you're holding it back for all this amount of time. When it really is ready to take off, my expectations would be that it's going to take off exponentially. Even more so than it would have before, because there's been more time for people to get in. It's been suppressed for longer. So the euphoria of when it does take off, I would expect it to be exceptional, right? So look, there's no guarantees here, of course. That's one thing that you've got to always understand with investing. There's never no guarantees that this is going to go how I've just explained. But if we're just talking logically, that's what you would think. That is what you would think, especially as XRP is the only cryptocurrency with legal clarity, right? So it's got a lot more avenues when the bull market is really taking off for people to want to choose to get into XRP. Now, I know a lot of people are probably thinking, well, XRP has legal clarity. Why isn't it already heating up in price? Shouldn't that already be going into its favor? I do understand where you're coming from, but there's something that you've still got to bear in mind, right? We're not fully in the bull market right now. The full euphoria isn't here. This looks exciting and it looks promising, but this isn't official bull market territory. You will know when we're in bull market territory because everything will just continuously go up and up and up and up. It doesn't matter really what crypto you're in. You'd actually have a harder time picking a cryptocurrency that fails when you're in a bull market, right? Because everything is just flying, right? And so when that happens and people are just throwing money in hand over fist at anything, that's when you know you're in the bull market territory, the official bull market territory. Now, to me, we are still in a bull market, but I don't think it's fully being acknowledged just yet. I think a lot of people are starting to see it and they're getting excited and they're waiting for like the confirmation. To me, I think the confirmation will most likely be if a Bitcoin ETF gets approved. I think that would be the most likely catalyst that would officially start the bull run in terms of everybody acknowledging that it's here and the euphoria really kicking in. And this is where I think at that point, people who want to get into crypto start looking at what cryptos they want to get involved in. And that's where when you start looking and doing your research and thinking, what cryptos can I invest in? XRP, in my opinion, would be the most likely go-to after Bitcoin. That's what I would think, because XRP is the only cryptocurrency with legal clarity. All these other cryptos are actually potentially going to face problems. And here's just another thing for you. There's actually been a thing here that's been said by BlackRock where they've actually had to discuss with the ETF filing. They've actually had to discuss the way they've written it. They've had to acknowledge a scenario where the SEC could actually potentially try and label Bitcoin a security. Now, that's crazy because we've already heard the SEC through Gary Gensler say all cryptocurrencies are basically securities except for Bitcoin. And I don't know if they've mentioned Ethereum in the past. They may have mentioned Ethereum as well, but I know they've definitely said Bitcoin. But they've actually made BlackRock put in their filing that they've had to acknowledge a scenario where the SEC could actually backtrack on themselves, change their whole thought process, and eventually actually label Bitcoin a security. Now, when you hear that, you probably think that sounds like absolute insanity, which it does. You're absolutely correct for thinking that. But the problem that you've got to think here is, think about Coinbase, right? Coinbase went through all the correct legal channels to get accepted by the SEC to be able to put out their cryptocurrency exchange. They actually got it granted by the SEC. However, the SEC have now turned back on that and they've actually sued Coinbase for selling securities. So we've actually seen the SEC do this, right? They actually granted them all the access that they needed, gave them the permission to bring out their exchange, but they've then later changed and said, actually, no, we disagree. Even though we were the organization that granted you this, we've now actually changed our mind and we're suing you for selling securities. This is how insane the SEC are. Absolutely mind-boggling. But the fact that they're saying that, it shows you that Bitcoin isn't even potentially safe right now. Because the fact that BlackRock have had to put that in their filing, that tells you that the SEC are actually thinking about potentially trying to put Bitcoin down as a security. That tells you, even if they don't do it, it's something that's in their mind. And maybe it's a thing where they're just trying to see if they could really try and get away with it. I don't know. Maybe they're trying their luck with all these other cryptos and doing all these other lawsuits to see, test the waters and see, can we actually maybe get Bitcoin down as a security? I don't know. But it's pure insanity, the fact that that has happened. So when you start to look at that, right, and we're aware that the SEC are basically saying everything is a security and potentially even Bitcoin now. When you look at all these cryptos, XRP is the only crypto with legal clarity. So if you want to go into a safe haven, XRP is the only cryptocurrency that you can go into that you can feel comfortable isn't going to have to go through another lawsuit. It's already had its day in court. So when you think about that from an investor perspective, if you're just coming into crypto now and you're seeing the euphoria and you're like, okay, let me, see what I can invest in. Realistically, XRP should be your first choice. I would say your three choices would be Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. And to me, I would go with XRP as the main one, even over Bitcoin, to be honest, because XRP has already had the lawsuit. So I would be much more comfortable with XRP, and also just the simple fact that Bitcoin has already had its moment. Like, it's going to take a lot of value to be gained through Bitcoin for you to really make a good return on your investment, right? Because Bitcoin is already like in the $30,000-$40,000 kind of range, it's got to double that to like 80,000 for you to double your money. You haven't got to get those kind of price targets with XRP to get that kind of return. There's a lot less liquidity in XRP, so the multiplier effect will be a lot greater in a bull run. right? Like when people start talking about Bitcoin getting to like $80,000, well, that's only double your money. But if you talk about XRP getting to, let's say, like $10, $20, it's a much bigger multiplier effect, right? So you're going to get a much bigger return on your investment. So XRP really does make more sense when you think about it like that from an investment perspective. So I just thought this is something good to really discuss, because I know there's a lot of people out there frustrated right now. And look, don't get me wrong, I understand it. Do you really think I would want XRP right now to be trading it along behind every other crypto? No, of course not. But my thing is this. Let's just look at the fundamentals, because this is something I always try to remind you guys. Has anything changed with XRP? No. Did they win the lawsuit where it mattered? Yes. Has anything happened with Ripple to make you concerned about them as a company? No. So everything is still intact in terms of XRP. There's nothing really to be concerned about. All the fundamentals are there. So to me, when I look at this, I still feel very, very comfortable with XRP long term. And yes, is it frustrating because we've had to wait so long already to try and get some kind of investment return? Yes, guys, I understand that. I'm never here to try and blind you guys with just complete optimism. Yes, it's frustrating. Yes, we've already had to wait a long time. Yes, we've had to have conviction. Yes, we've had to go through a grueling lawsuit. It's been a lot as an XRP holder. I will definitely not be the one to try and make you guys feel like you're being impatient for everything that we've been through. We've been through so much. We really have. It's been a very, very stressful time to be an XRP holder. It really has. But we're kind of over the worst right now. So this is the worst time to be getting anxious in regards to what XRP can do, right? Like this is the worst time to be having your doubts, because at this point now, everything that was making us concerned about XRP as holders, those hurdles have been knocked down. We're really through the worst of the worst now. So what we've got to do now is just wait and see what this bull run can bring us. This is why I would say, in my personal opinion, and this is just me, I can't tell you guys what to do, so this isn't financial advice. But for me, I'm not going to sell now when things are just about to heat up. Right? Like I'm not going to start looking at other cryptos and thinking, oh wow, man, look at that crypto compared to XRP. I'm not going to do that, because the way I'm thinking at this point in time is, okay, the market's starting to heat up. XRP is going up with the rest of the market. Okay, granted, it may not be moving as much as some of the other cryptos, but it is moving up. So we've just got to wait for XRP's time to shine, because I do believe that's going to happen. Now, will it be the best performing crypto? I don't know. Will it be the last crypto to take off? I don't know. But if there's one thing that I do personally know for sure, that is that XRP will have its time. I do believe that. I truly do believe XRP will have its moment. And then we'll see what happens. Now, look, if XRP has the next bull run and doesn't go to a new all-time high, or it really falls short, yeah, I'll be right here with you guys saying, I don't get this. What's going on? I'll be right there with you, behind you completely. But I think right now, when we're looking at the market as it is and it's really just getting started, this is when we've got to give XRP its time. Because this is the thing. It's so easy when you're invested in like just one crypto or two cryptos, and it's a crypto that you're not invested in. It's so easy to get distracted. It's so easy. And the problem is with this kind of mentality is you're talking with the benefit of hindsight, right? So let's just look at Solana, because that's the one that everybody's really talking about right now. Solana's really been pumping hard, right? So everybody's like, oh, well, you know, should have invested in Solana, you know, blah, blah, blah. Look, I get that. But the problem is you're talking with the benefit of hindsight, right? You invested into XRP because you looked at the fundamentals, you looked at everything about XRP, and it screamed a company and a technology that is going to do well in the future. Now, if we'd have known that Solana was going to take off in the bull run before XRP, well then of course you would have invested in Solana, right? But we didn't know that. So getting angry with yourself right now and complaining about how Solana is performing, to me is kind of pointless, because you didn't know that was going to happen. Because if you did know that, of course you would have been invested in Solana, right? So if you're talking in terms of, oh well, I should have invested in Solana. Okay, well then you should know who's going to win the next boxing match, right? You should know who's going to win the next horse race, right? So you can continuously be putting money on something that's always going to win. You didn't know that. The money looked like XRP was going to be a good bet to go into. Now, this is the other thing. Just because Solana's pumping right now doesn't mean that XRP can't beat it in the long term. So you might be looking at Solana right now with what it's doing, but hey, when the bull run really kicks off and XRP does have its moment, what if XRP does exactly what it did in 2017? What if it blasts off astronomically and gets you an even better investment than Solana ever could? Your whole attitude will change, right? You'll be thinking, oh man, thank God I didn't invest in Solana. Okay, yeah, it looked good there, but look at what XRP did in the end. Look at how much better off I was for being in XRP. And so this is where I'm saying to you guys, I completely understand the frustrations right now. I do, because of everything that we've had to go through. I'm definitely not going to say that you've been impatient. You haven't. We haven't. But we're so close, guys. Let this play out. That's my opinion. I'm going to let this play out because I'm here to see where this can go. And am I going to sell my XRP at this price? No. So if I'm not going to sell at this price, I'm not going to complain at this current moment in time, because I'm just going to see what happens from here and let the market take its course and see where XRP can really go. Because this to me is its real time now. There's nothing that can hold XRP back. And there's much more reason for XRP to do much better than a lot of other cryptos. So I would expect that. So for me, I'm going to see what happens here. I really am. And I'm definitely expecting some absolutely incredible price action from the crypto market and from XRP. So I'm really excited, to be honest. Like, yes, I am seeing these other cryptos doing well, but that just makes me think, well, what's going to happen with XRP then when it's XRP's time? You know, because I really do think that XRP is going to have its moment. So I'm excited to see what happens there. And as I say, if XRP underperforms, if this is the bull run and everything really does take off and XRP underperforms and then the bull run is over and that was all it was for XRP, like a disappointed performance, I will be here saying, hey, I can't lie, that was disappointing. That was really disappointing. I'll be the first to say it because I'm not here to lie to my audience. That's one thing that I've always said to you guys. I'm just going to keep it honest. I have been frustrated as an XRP holder at certain times, but I've always had faith. I've never lost my faith. That's the thing, and that's why I'm still here. I've always believed no matter what's gone on with the performance and everything that we've had to deal with, I've always still believed in the end, XRP is something that will be well rewarded for my patience and for my conviction in the end, long term. That's what I've always believed, and I still believe that to this day. So for me personally, I'm just excited to see where this goes. I'm just going to wait and see. And this is one thing that I will say as well, just to let you guys know about selling and stuff like that, just something to consider. Lambo, he's someone who was telling his audience about someone who he was watching, right? And basically the guy did a video saying that he sold his XRP. This was the 2017 bull run, because at the time XRP hadn't took off, and he said, I can't do it no more. I've been holding XRP for so long and it's just not doing anything. I'm going to sell and move it into something else. And literally, Lambo said within like a day or two after that video, XRP took off. Now, again, I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen to everyone. Who knows? You could maybe invest some more money into Solana now, selling XRP, and maybe you will actually make money with Solana. Who knows? I can't say for sure. But I'm just saying, these are little cautionary tales of things of that can go wrong if you sell too early, right? Or if you don't have the conviction. My thing is, we've come this far. Is it not worth just leaving it that little bit longer now to see where it actually can go and giving it that opportunity? Because this is the thing as well with Solana, it's already pumped so hard. I'm not saying that it can't pump further, but there's a lot that's already been made with Solana. So to me, I already see it as like, how much more can you get out of it at this point? You're kind of chasing a green candle, right? And so I'd be a bit cautious to really want to get into Solana right now anyway, because I feel like it's already had such a parabolic rise. I don't know how much further it's going to go. XRP hasn't had that yet. So this is what I'm saying. For me, I'm waiting for XRP's turn to see what that can bring. And I'm already invested in XRP. I'm not invested in Solana. So right now, I'm waiting to see what XRP can do. But what do you guys think? XRP lagging in 2017, but then outpaced Bitcoin and every other cryptocurrency with a 48,823% surge. Do you think this is possible for the next bull run? Do you think it could go higher than the previous bull run? Or do you not agree with this? Do you not think this is possible? And if you don't think it's possible, what kind of numbers do you think XRP could perform in the next bull run? And why do you think this? Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'd be interested to hear. Thank you very much for watching this. If you did like it, please remember to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. But until next time, take care.